We have an emergency needle sweep.
No.
We're setting records and dealing with aggressive customers.
There was multiple people there as well, all getting aggressive.
Yet we still find time to bond with the party. It's a flat out wind down to Christmas, so keep watching to see exactly what it's like to run Vapor Clean, a UK growing cleaning business. I'm Lee, this is Vapor Clean. Let's see behind the cleans. It's Wednesday the 4th of December, very early in the morning and very dark still. I'm on my way to a site. I've been off for the last couple of days. I took some time to take my wife away for a little birthday treat and we went to Paris, which I highly recommend. Absolutely beautiful city with some phenomenal sights to see, so highly recommend that. But it is back with a bang this morning. I am on my way to site to do a full needle sweep with Jordan. This is a repeat customer that we've done a few different cleans for. It is a shop that's been closed and they've obviously had some people that have got in there as well, and they've can't carry on with the building work in the basement area until it's had a full needle sweep. So we were tight on availability and I wanted some content. So there is going to be a video that's going to show you the full details. I'll give you a few clips in a second as well. But you know what you've got to do. You've got to click that subscribe button. You've got to turn on that notification bell so you get the heads up when the full video comes out, because I want to share with you exactly what happens on a needle sweep and show you the full details. So I'm going to head in with Jordan. I'm going to film that content, get the job done as well, keep the customer happy, and then I've got to shoot back to the office. Few other things that have gone on as well while I've been away. I'm not fully up to date yet because I've literally just come back this morning, so I haven't had a chance to catch up with anyone. But I did get notified yesterday that there is been an accident on one of the vans, which is really frustrating. We've literally just renewed the insurance and our insurance is sky high. I mean, we're talking near on 20 grand for insurance at the moment, and it is just, it's crazy. We believe it will actually, there's potential for it to come down on our next renewal if we can get through, because we had one particularly bad year which caused it to jump. In fact, in 1 year it more than doubled after that particular accident. Or series of accidents. But yeah, this damage to this van, I'm not fully aware of the details. I don't believe there was a third party involved. I think it is just our vehicle. So we need to know what's going on with that and have a look at that as well. I believe the team are already on it, which again just goes to show how far we've come and the fact that everything continues to move forward without me there. And that is absolutely paramount these days with the amount of work we're doing and the amount of customers we have, team we have, and stuff like that. So let's get over to this needle sweep. Let's get this done, keep the customer happy, and then head back to the office. Affected.
got. Go on. Now you can say it.
That would be the earliest we have ever hit target for a month. Don't you say about 50 grand because we've got 2 weeks off. Don't you say that. But that would be the earliest we have ever hit since I've worked here. Because it'll be by the first week of December, the target's gone at 0. That is an accomplishment in itself.
Thank you.
Am I right? That's amazing.
It's like it would actually be the earliest ever.
So that is going to be at 0.
What is?
By 3 o'clock, the top number.
Does that mean we get a gift voucher?
Yeah, no, the 6th would be the earliest we have ever hit target.
And that is
So,
the whole night.
well
And we've got how many days off in that with the tax? And look how much.
too fucking many.
And incorporating sickness in this week, because that's like however many people we've lost in this. So to hit that, I think that's actually amazing.
I will agree. I'm not.
We've worked
Yeah.
very hard.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm going to go home and drink a whole bottle of vodka when I get home later.
I've got a bottle of vodka in my car. I don't know if I'll even make it. when I get home.
Wouldn't advise drinking it in the car,
No,
even if you do it when you get
I'm
home.
not driving.
Oh, you're not driving.
Kim's picking me up.
Oh, then
She's gonna
fucking
bring
drink
it.
away.
If I get a taxi home, can I drink in the office?
As long as it's past 3 o'clock.
No,
right?
I can without slurring.
I was like, is it illegal to drink on work? Is it actually a legal thing?
It's,
I know it's probably
it's not
frowned upon.
illegal. It's company policy not to drink at work. I mean,
I think you've had alcoholics.
yeah.
Have you ever thought about that?
Monday the 9th of December, and we start the week off with a quote visit, and they are in the same boat as so many other customers that we go and see. Essentially, they've got a really good cleaning operative on site, been there for a long time, so they've got quite a lot of consistency, but the actual contracting company provides them zero support, none whatsoever. The only time they see the company is when the cleaning operative is off sick or on annual leave. Otherwise, they don't see anyone else. They don't hear from anyone else. They don't know what hours they're doing. They can't keep track of that. And when issues are raised, silly things like the fridge not being cleaned, you know, it's not a daily task, but it certainly needs to be maybe a weekly or fortnightly task, depending on the size of the site. It's not done. So, you know, they need a company that is actually going to manage it. That's where we come in. So, done the visit, nice to see, good to have a look around, and then we're going to go back to the office and send that over to them. I've got a few irons in the fire at the moment. We've got a couple of larger contract quotes that we've been sending out, and we're kind of working with them to get some decisions, hopefully this side of Christmas, but we'll see. I think we only really have about a week left before people start switching off and winding down for Christmas. We won't though. We are absolutely manic and flat out making sure our contract customers and our specialist customers are looked over after even. And that's why I'm heading back to the office now. So I'm going to go back to the office and we're going to have a look and see where the customer service team are with their aim to target. On Friday, they were so close, only £260 away, I believe it was, which they really wanted to do before end of play Friday, but it just wasn't going to happen. You know, again, Friday, a bit quieter, and it ended up finishing at that level. So let's go back. It is now about 11 o'clock, so we'll see whether or not they've managed to do it already this morning. It's Thursday the 12th, bright and early. Didn't leave till late yesterday either. I predicted that it was going to be a full-on day, and full-on wasn't quite the right phrase for it. It was absolute nightmare, quite frankly, which ended up with Tech George on the phone late in the evening following a deep clean that he'd been doing, and basically the customer got very irate and aggressive, and yeah, George is one of the politest guys you'll ever meet. He really is. Customer basically wasn't quite happy with the clean. He wasn't finished. It was late. He'd already rung the office earlier in the afternoon to say that he was going to be there longer than we'd allocated. It was worse than we thought, and he was going to have to persevere to get it done. But she'd been out while he was working, came back and just basically hit the roof by the sound of it, and made him feel really uncomfortable. There was multiple people there as well, all getting aggressive, so he's had to pack up and leave and just kind of get away from the situation. So that's resulted in a bit of a rant of a review as well, and I don't know how that's going to transpire this morning, but a few different things from yesterday were all sort of playing on my mind. So didn't really sleep last night, up early this morning, and just figured everything else has got to fall by the wayside. So I done my horses, got here rather sharpish, and we're going to just crack on and try and get through today, because it's going to be another tough one to get all sorted. I don't know what happens around Christmas. It just all seems to go a bit crazy and a bit mad. And we've got loads of things sort of squeezing in. On the good side, one of the larger contracts that we've been working on to get through, there's some red tape that they've got to jump through, but they have said that they're really positive about our quote and they want to proceed. They just need to dot the I's and cross the T's, really, to get it through. But they also want a deep clean beforehand. So obviously we're going to get that sorted for them, prove what we can do, how good we are, and then hopefully get them on board in the new year. So we're going to get that sorted as well. But today, it's going to be one of those days again.
Very unusual upholstery cleaning.
Cheers. Right, what difference? It's Friday the 13th, late in the day. It is just gone 5 o'clock. We do normally finish early on a Friday, but actually I've returned home instead and carried on working, because I want to get some marketing activities really nailed before the end of the year, or before Christmas. We do actually shut down on the specialist side. Obviously the contract side goes down to skeleton staff, and the sites that need to be cleaned will continue to be cleaned. But there are offices and things like that that will close. The office though and the specialist team do shut down, and that will include myself. I do have Christmas off. So I really want to box off some really important marketing activities before the end of next week, and I haven't quite got to where I want it to be. The main reason is we want to hit the ground running at the beginning of next year. We've not quite hit our target, or I don't believe we will, by the end of the month. And technically we are at our end of Q3 of our financial year, and we really want to be a little bit further than where we are at the moment. So we're going to really ramp up the activity, marketing activity and things like that, ready for the next quarter to really hit the ground running. We're already seeing some great results, don't get me wrong. Despite where we are, it's not without some great achievements being made and some really good success. It's just we wanted a little bit more than what we've actually already got. It's great to see this week, though, despite it being quieter and full of challenges, this week we've seen some great results for the Biohazard cleaning. So we've got multiple mold cleans booked in, we've had some needle cleans, we've had some smoke damage cleans as well. It's really, really been good to see that. And we've also got 6 quotes booked in for Monday alone next week, which is quite unusual this close to Christmas, but it's great to see. So it's still all guns blazing. We're gonna, like I say, up our activity game. This week has been tough. It's been a bit brutal. Today's been a bit quieter, but I think we had all of our bad luck throughout the beginning of the week. We got away with it on Friday the 13th. Thank God.
Racing in third. The inside push start is in fourth position. Rolls Royce is fifth. Then Magger and Smash towards the outside. Love by Blacklock down. Rolls on the near side. Down the inside. Speed. Only second
It's Monday the 16th of December, bright and early. We had our Christmas do on Saturday, which was absolutely brilliant. Some great fun had by everyone that attended. Unfortunately, it was only a small percentage of the team that actually attended, and we continue to work on the ways that we can increase those numbers going forward, and a couple of the team have volunteered to take that on next year to take the pressure off Kim, which I know Kim is loving, because you know it is a tricky one to organise, and it can be quite deflating if you don't get as many people there as you have hoped. And we've had a few things. There was a number of people that were supposed to be there that didn't quite make it in the end. But some great fun. The best bit, though, is always hearing people complimenting their managers. The amount of cleaning operatives that have come up to me and said how amazing Kim is and how supporting she was when they first started, but also how supportive Ashley is and how amazing. The word that was being thrown around was legend, and she is. Do you know what? She is. All jokes aside, Ashley is so caring, considerate, and really looks after the team, so it's great. And you can see them bonding as well, which, even if it's not the most professional way to be bonding, so what? Do you know what? In my opinion, letting your hair down, having some fun with the team and showing everyone that you're all real is also an amazing way to bond as well. So some great fun had, but we're back to work and at it today. Well, actually, the guys were at it yesterday. The specialist technicians were out on site yesterday. Big commercial kitchen deep clean, and Jordan had a carpet repair as well. So it is literally non-stop around here at the moment. Today is going to be a very, very busy day. As you can tell, I'm on the road. I'm heading up to do a commercial contract cleaning quote to start with, and then I've got a couple of interesting quotes to do as well, kitchen extractor, and then a steam clean of a bottom of a boat. One Cool Cleans It All is really being tested today. As you can probably tell, I'm not 100%. I've got the lurgy and I'm feeling like absolute rubbish, but I'm going to keep pushing through. Danny's also got quote visits this morning as well. So she's got mould cleaning quote visits this morning. One in particular is to set up a relationship with a large estate agent, one that we've not worked with before. We've got a few relationships with estate agents, but this one we've not worked with before, and it's particularly because of the specialist mould removal. As they've said, they've got quite a few cases now where they've got mould in there, and obviously because of AWAB's law and just generally because it's the best way to be, they need to make sure they're on top of it, and they're trying to reduce their labour time because obviously it's quite difficult, but also make sure that they know that they're dealing with it in the right way. So hopefully that will be an interesting meeting, productive, and we can go from there. But for now, up the motorway, get these quotes done, and then I'll be back to the office.
Not exactly dirty, is it?
You wouldn't know how much dirty about them. You know, so
this is the boat that we've had to come and clean. So this is the boat that we've come to quote for cleaning the bottom and all underneath and things like that. Now it's a bit of a tricky one because we've really struggled to actually find it. We can't get a hold of the contacts we've got, which are for the actual docks, not the owners. So it's all these challenges that I've had to go through today. But it's also clarifying exactly what the requirements are and exactly what the end result is that they're looking for. We don't want to take the work on if it's not going to deliver the result that the customer's looking for. So I've had a very good look round. Obviously this footage is really good to make sure we've got a record of that. Clarified a few details of what we would need to get the work done. I've tried to call the customer but can't actually get hold of them. So I'll wait for them to get back in touch, or I'll try and get hold of them again tomorrow, and we'll just clarify a few details before we send the quote over.
Hello, this is a message for Julie. This is Lee calling from Vapor Clean. Just giving you a quick call because we've come out to have a look at your boat today for the quote that you've requested, and I just wanted to confirm a few details while I was here.
It'll be an interesting one for sure. Like I said earlier, they are definitely testing the boundaries of one call cleans it all. But it's not a case we can't do it. We just want to make sure that we can deliver the results that they require. Now though, heading back to Weston, and I've got a meeting with another company that we could be doing some collaboration work with, potentially building up a relationship to work together to help our clients even more. So that'll be an interesting one, and then it's back over to the office. Found out earlier on that the technicians had a power cut yesterday whilst they were out on site, which meant they couldn't complete all of the work, and it took the customer a long time to get the power back on, so the team couldn't wait around to finish. Going above and beyond though, because they've actually agreed to go back this evening after they've done their shift for today. So, you know, absolutely pat on the back for the guys. Great to see them doing that, and we can get back, keep the customer happy, and get everything finished off.
It's Wednesday, the 18th of December. We are very much on the wind down now before Christmas, as is everyone else, which is what we're seeing on the phones. Great day yesterday out with the leadership team, really running through our planning for the next quarter. For us, we have got one more quarter left of our financial year. So although it's end of the calendar year, we've got 3 more months to basically hit the targets we want to hit. We are a little bit behind. Frankly, I don't think we are going to achieve all of our goals for the whole year, but we have done absolutely amazing to this point, and we want to really push hard for those last 3 months to see exactly what we can hit. As I say, though, we are kind of feeling that everything is winding down. You know, the team did amazing last week. We've got some pretty dismal numbers on the board this week, though. Over £3,000 up on December's target. We are 38 grand away from January's target, but we've got a couple of really big ones to come off of that. So we're probably, what would we be? About 25 grand away from January's target before we're even into the month, which actually would put us, I believe, about 5 grand ahead when we come in, which again, awesome. It's amazing stuff. But we've just got to tie up a few loose ends and things like that now. Because it's quieter, we are going to be getting some other jobs done. I'm obviously in bright and early this morning because I'm going to be working on marketing today to make sure we get ahead, because I don't want to be coming back in the new year and chasing my tail once again. We've got lots of technicians in today as well, and you know, they're obviously really flat out and have been really busy. We've had a few sort of hiccups over the last few weeks of a couple of complaints and things like that, and very tricky customers, frankly. But the guys are, you know, just working their backsides off and really trying very, very hard. But when there's a few mistakes, we just try and do what we can to rectify them. Sometimes even the best isn't good enough. One example would be we had an oven clean last week. It was one of the newer technicians. We did the oven clean, we rinsed the oven out, and sometimes if you don't rinse it thoroughly enough, you get a bit of dry powder within the oven when you turn it on, and it can smoke a little bit. They rang us 10 minutes after the tech had left, and we literally said, you know, apologies, it is an error. We'll get there, we'll get it put right. We'll come straight back now. And this person flew off the handle, shouting and swearing at Chloe and God knows what. And it's kind of like, well, what else do you want us to do? We're going to come back, we're going to put it right. And we're coming back now. We're literally just going to spin round and come straight back to you. What's the difficulty? And that gets frustrating, it gets deflating. So we're going to try and have some fun today within the office, with the team, with the techs, to lighten the mood and just get into the Christmas mood as well, because things are tough out there at the moment. And yeah, you've got to enjoy life where you can. But for now, I'm going to jump on.
Saving money, taking it nice. I think we all knew it was going to come to summer. It's 3 months ago, isn't it?
Yeah, which is why they do it now, because they before why they're fucking 3 months contract.
Which has absolutely nothing to do with the cleaning, or
because they're just trying to, that's what these days, trying to save money. I think they thought that shop was going to do a lot better than it was. That shop, the thing is, I used to live in the fucking village, so I knew what it was like. It was never going to be great.
No, I think they started off alright.
Yeah, which is always the way.
Yeah.
And then people realised that it's not as good as what they thought it was, and it's like the other way around.
Yeah. Fuck's sake. That's why I say the bigger ones are better, because they don't look at their money so much.
Well, they can afford it, can't they? That's the thing. It doesn't. And when you're spending, you know, 40, 50 grand on cleaning or more a year, you don't stop it.
No.
You might try and cut back.
Yeah.
But you don't just stop. Whereas things like that, that's the job. They're spending what, 12, 15 grand a year. They can save 200-300 quid a month. That's all they're saving, really. And that's it, doesn't it?
But to something that small, so money in the pocket, it saving somebody's job.
Yeah, basically.
But that's what I thought.
You're right, Alex. All in today. You feel that bite? Like, yeah, does it? That should be smooth, but that, I mean, that was a new trigger, so I don't know why it's doing that. And it's not, it's sticky. Jack, can you clean the machine out of that and just spray them in? And it will just help with this. Yeah, that'd be why. That one, you've already got quite a lot of damage around the outside for how old it is. So it obviously is hitting the floor quite a lot, all right? So you've got to be careful of that, because even around there as well. And that one doesn't feel to be working quite as well as what I would like it to. Yeah. So we'll keep an eye on that, and I'll get Chloe to mark it down, but I think that one's going to give up the ghost before that one. But the best way to find out if you do this and it doesn't work, put your
extension hose on. So connect that to this hose, and then connect your extension hose to there. And then if that doesn't leak, and that does, you know it's that one, not that one. And that way we can figure it out. Because that way, when you ring to the office and report it, we'll go and get one of those. It'll be sat here. It takes 5 minutes to fix it, and it's all done. All right. But that one all seems fine, and you can see how that one's popped out more. Like. Where's that part then? When I did that last time, it was alright, yeah? It was working okay. There was no issue then, was there? With the detail one?
Yeah, I mean, it was working.
Yeah? You didn't have the same issues that you've got now with the leak or the constant flow?
The leak, yeah, it did have a slight leak, but not with the trigger, no. I don't know how it's done. I mean, obviously, I am.
Have you taken the trigger apart at all?
No.
Like this bit here?
No, I didn't touch it.
No one else has?
No.
Right. There's a ball bearing missing on that, which is why it's sticking. Basically what happens, which is why it's jamming, because you have your spring, you have a ball bearing sat on the top, and then you have your piston sits on top of the ball bearing, and then when that pushes down, it makes the seal. At the moment, you don't have a ball bearing, so that is going inside the spring.
Is there any way
why it's jamming.
came out then?
No, that has to come off.
That's weird though, because I've had nobody touch the detail one. Obviously, I don't know how to take any of this apart, so I don't take it apart.
That has to come off, as you can see, it's bolted on, that has to come off, which is why I asked if there was any issues with that before.
No, there was never no issues. They only raised when it started becoming winter.
That is it for this episode, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. That is it for 2024 as well. The next time I will be filming will be in 2025. Can't believe how quick the year has gone. I'd like to thank every single one of you that has watched 30 seconds or 30 minutes or 3 hours of our videos. Every single second is really very much appreciated. If you have enjoyed them, of course, please do click the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, or better still, why not send this video over to one person you think would appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye.